Hey YouTube, it's Stefan, and it's been a while. It is October 6th, 2015, so I am almost 4 years on T. January will be 4 years, so math. And then I am a year and 8 months post-op. Is that right? Yeah. It'll be 2 years in February. So a lot has happened since the last time I made a video. You've probably never seen this background before. My wife and I bought a house, so that's partly why I haven't had a chance to make a video. Just had lots of life things happening. So we closed on our house at the end of April or beginning of May. We moved in the beginning of May. So we've been here like 4 or 5 months, something like that. So yeah, there's lots to do when you buy a house. So we've been busy the last, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. We replaced both the toilets in the house, so just stuff. Also, in exciting news, I want to bring you with me, is, hold on, let me turn this. We got a dog. This is Shay. Hi, silly girl. She's a pit mix of some sort. We don't know what she's mixed with, but she is almost 9 months. She'll be 9 months on the 11th. So, yeah. That's our lazy pup sitting on the couch. She desperately wants to be friends with the cats. The cats are not about it. So, it's a work in progress. So, so yeah, so since my last video, I had my testosterone levels checked again because pretty sure last time I talked about how I switched from injections to gel and that my that my level was too low. It was half of what it was supposed to be. So we doubled my dose. So now I do 8. One comes in like a little pump thing. I do 8 pumps a day. So each pump is 40 milligrams. So 8 times 4. So like, I forget how many milligrams I do. So basically I was doing half that before my levels were too low. I went a couple weeks ago and had my blood levels checked again, and everything was in the normal range. So I don't have to go back for another 6 months or a year or something, he said. So, so yeah, I feel like on the gel that I'm more level, and I thought it was going to be hard to put that into my routine. I found it really easy to make it a part of my routine, especially in the summer. I tend to shower in the evenings because like when I get home from work, because I'm all sweaty and gross from work. So then in the morning I put it on and it's just me. I'm not transferring anything to my wife. We haven't had any issues with that. I think it also helps that the one that I'm on, I put on the front or inside of my thigh. So, and since I do so much every day, that I usually do the front and the inside of my thighs every day on both. Because when I first started, I was doing one leg one day, the other leg the next day. But now that I do 8 pumps, to get all of that rubbed into one leg, I do 4 on each side every day. So it seems to be working well. I feel like I'm very leveled out. I don't have any... Not that I had a whole lot of roller coastering before when I was on injections. It's just a part of my daily routine now, and it's not an issue. Also, part of the reason why I haven't made a video is one of our friends moved to town, so it's nice to have another... they're also trans, so it's nice to have another trans person to talk to, because I don't really have... I have a lot of friends online, but I don't have a lot of friends here in Dayton, so... I talked about my chest, so I figured I'll show it to you. So yeah, I am it'll be 2 years in February, so I feel like it looks a lot like it did before. In this lighting, you can't really see my scars at all. You can see my fat belly, but so I have a little bit of, I've always had this little extra thing here that I'm not super concerned about, mostly because I've talked about this before, but I for real started the process to have lap band. So I know I'm kind of jumping around in this video, but I'm going to talk about my chest first. So I feel like it looks a lot the same. I don't think it's really changed a whole lot, which is fine with me. I was happy with the way it was, the way it's always been. My chest is a little hairier. That's about it. And I feel like it'll be even hairier as things go on and I lose this, because I always wear, like, before I was wearing a binder, but now I'm wearing like a stretchy, like, Under Armour type shirt to, like, hold my fat in, because that's what I do. I don't like my fat to just be hanging out there. So I want to talk a little bit about lap band. I've tried for a long time to lose weight, like I said previously when I talked about it. And like I'll start a new diet, I'll lose like 5 pounds. And it's not so much that I lose like faith in the diet or whatever, but I'll stick with it for a long amount of time, and then no, I don't lose anything. So I had my initial consult with them. My insurance will pay for it, which is nice. And I'll probably have to take 2, maybe 3 weeks off of work, which I'll worry about that once we actually schedule everything. I haven't decided when I want to do it or when they're available, all that stuff. So, so I had my original consult, which is like you see their medical assistant and you see the surgeon's physician assistant. Basically, they want to make sure you're not just there to waste their time, and they have a lot of stuff to go over. So their physician assistant does a lot of stuff up front. So I saw that I had that appointment. I had an appointment last week for, they do like, they call it a psych consult, but that's not really what it is. I basically went in and they want to make sure that you have a support system for after surgery, and if you don't, they can be that support system for you. Like, they have groups, and then you can see like their therapist and all this stuff. I don't really need that because I have my wife and I have my mom, who I talk to almost every single day. I have my brother. I have my in-laws. So I have excuse me. So I have a lot of support, and I have friends and stuff. So I don't, not to be mean, but I don't really need their support. So, but they want to make sure that you have that support system in place before you move along, because if you don't, then they want to be that support system for you. So I'm lucky that my insurance company doesn't require that I be on like a supervised diet for like 6 months. So that's nice. So I'm hoping to have this done by the end of the year. Hoping, if not the first of the year. So I've had those 2 appointments. I have to go Thursday to get some blood work done and to have my actual surgery consult with a surgeon, so I can ask whatever questions that I want about it. But I've done tons of research on it. I have a couple friends who've had, not all of them have had lap band, but they've had weight loss surgeries, and some family who have also. So I kind of know what's going to happen, so I don't really have a whole lot of questions. So yeah, I will try to make more videos to talk about that whole process. They do know that I'm trans, and I feel like I'm outside the norm. I've yet to go to a doctor's office, disclose the fact that I'm trans, and have them do stupid things like ask stupid questions, start misgendering me, telling me that I can't do this or that. I've had great experiences, so I've been very lucky that way. I didn't like walk in and say, "Hey, I'm trans." I didn't tell the medical assistant, but the physician assistant, like, he was asking about previous surgeries and stuff, so I obviously had to explain top surgery. And basically, I was like, so I'm transgender, and he was like, okay, no, didn't even bat an eye and just moved right along. So that was nice. So and then they put in my file that I'm transgender, which is fine because it's a fact. So then when I saw their therapist, she mentioned something about it, only because I think she wanted to know about support, like that I have support in my transition, or the same people that are supporting me ideally through this surgery, and the answer is yes, those are the same people. So and I also had to tell her anyway, even if she didn't know, because she asked if I'd been to therapy. I mean, I guess I could have lied, but I'm not one of those people who are going to lie at a doctor's office. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I think that's all I have. Yeah, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I'll try not to have such a big span between videos this time. Like I said, I'll try to keep you guys up to date on lap band things, how that goes. So I hope everyone has a good one. Peace.